but 95% of them weren't happy with it. So we did samples too and shared them to them and got their feedbacks. They liked it. So that inspired us to continue, like make some to sell, and people actually purchased. Yeah. Yeah, that's what is going to inspire us. Yeah, thank you.
Um, Congratulations. I would ask just about two questions. Bread is all over the place, and so the market is actually saturated. So, what are you going to do about competition? That should be tied to the fact that if I want to buy bread, I want fresh bread. So when you, unfortunately, I didn't see the table of your SWOT analysis. I think it's because of the technological problems we have. So a major threat is, the fact that the bread can actually go bad in a day or two. That should be linked to your strategies for distribution. So I want you to talk about these things. Is it clear?
All right. So in regards to the bread going bad, before we launched our products, we actually did samples and intentionally left them to see how long they will last. And we did the first one, and it lasted about 4 days. So we decided, okay, we cannot be baking every 4 days because it's daunting. So we actually tried adding preservatives. So when we did that, it actually extended the life to like about 8 days. It was between 8 and 10 days. Some of them got spoiled before then. But then I think with that, we can actually manage and produce the bread.
How do you manage? That's what I want to understand. sorry, but I need to understand how you manage to keep it. If I'm a client, I want fresh bread. I don't want bread which is 8 days old. It will come to your distribution, the distribution strategies, and then the quantity, the amount you are baking on a daily basis. You need to have projections on all that. And then how are you distributing?
Exactly. So in regards to you saying you want fresh bread, most of the bread on the market is made with margarine, right? And then over time, when you use margarine to make bread, over time it becomes fluffy. It doesn't become fresh again. But we use oil. So oil actually, I don't know how to explain it, but oil is, in this scenario, oil is better than the margarine. So which helps us actually, like, exactly, and it makes it more fresh than the margarine. Exactly. And then in regards to distribution, people like the bread. Per our research, people like the bread. So it means that when we distribute it, we're actually going to get people to buy it.
I think you need to do a lot more, research on your marketing and distribution, because distribution will come at a huge cost, depending on which strategy you are using. If you go to Pursue, there's a woman who sits under a tree, Champion Bakery, and people drive there to go and buy bread. In that case, the customer has taken over the cost of distribution. You get it?
All right, thank you very much. So let's go to Dr. Ramat.
Congratulations. I've tasted your bread and it really tastes nice. I think it's a different mixture with banana and coconut, so it gives it. Okay. The first thing I wanted to find out is you are all in school, right? You are all in school. So how does the business go on when you are studying? How do you market it? How do you sell it? You are all in school. So when do you bake and when do you sell? That is one. That is what I wanted to ask. And then also for the freshness, this something I want to tell you. I buy bread, the ordinary bread, and keep in the freezer for months. I pull it out, just toss, and it's fresh again. I don't know how this one will fare, but that is another thing. So I don't know what's your 58,980. I don't know what It's what it comprises of. So makeup. So you think about getting a freezer. That should also help.
So with marketing, we plan on marketing our products by using social media platforms. I'm a social media person, and we are always on our phones. So like marketing, it wouldn't take time to just post something on your status or social media platform for people to see, and So yeah, and we also planned on getting influencers to also help us with advertisements. So we will start by using most of us here have friends who are influencers and they have mass followers on social media platforms. So we would collaborate with them so they help us market our products on their social media platforms and pages. Yeah.
Since we're all in school, we share the rules and everything in such a way that it doesn't really take most part of our time. For instance, with this particular bread making, it is not as time consuming as the regular bread you have on the market. And so, for instance, myself, I'm a weekend student. I can dedicate time within the day to make it because it takes lesser time to make compared to the other breads. And then as part of our plan, we also decided to get 2 extra people, student ambassadors, to help us during their free time because we have free days within the week. So during your free time, you can reach out to people, talk to them, and get them to buy. So it's not going to lie on one person. And then we're also going to have outlets like the cafeteria and places around where we can talk to them so that they'll be the ones doing the selling to assist.
Well, when it comes to selling on campus, I have some assurance that if the product is consistent, you get people to buy on campus. I mean, if we bake on campus, and sometimes you bake and within a few days then it's finished. So I don't have doubts as to that. Now, she mentioned the question on you being a student. You answered it in a particular way, which is okay, you are a student. You finish school, you are doing NSP. What happens? You see, now it's a different understanding. Now, that is not even my main issue. And Mr. Chairman, pardon me to say this. When we were doing the Impact Ignition program, we needed some more people to do the brainstorming. So I personally handpicked some people to join this group. So I want to ask them, and I'm shocked to some extent that they are still involved in the project, because I was walking by, I saw Claudia, I saw Pearl, I saw what's his name, Oswald. Well, I said, oh, come and join this group, just to help them in the design thinking, and they came and they joined. Now my question to you three is, how committed are you to this? Because she has shared this, from what you said, she has shared and given you all roles. And you just joined by chance because I said, Dr. Asma said, hey, come and join us. How committed are you to this project? And how do we get the assurance that you will be able to work on this project even after you've left here?
And the question is to the 3 of you.
Okay, so in regards to commitment, personally, I'm a business person. I'm taking a business course, and I like business stuff. So when I got involved in this, I realized, okay, this is something I want to do. And already I want to do something relating to food. And so this is like a pathway that will also help me. So in regards to commitment, I don't really have anything to say, but I'll just give you my word that I'm really committed to this.
Yes, you picked us to join the group. But after we joined, we realized that, no, this is actually something that can help us in the future. This is something we can dedicate ourselves to, we can be committed to, and it's going to profit us later in the future. Before we came here, we picked days to meet, and like everyone brought ideas, how we should present, how we should do this, how we should do that. So it's not like it's just here, though the idea was his, but we also participated, we contributed to what we did here, yes. So we are indeed committed, but we will prove it to you too.
I also liked the idea about the bakery, and I decided to continue.
I haven't really understood if you are baking yourself or it's going to be outsourced.
So for now, we'll be baking ourselves, but as the business grows, we are going to outsource people to bake for us. Oh, sorry. We are going to add on people.
So you are baking yourself?
Yes, we are baking ourselves. Yes.
Just increase the number.
Yes.
All right. Is your business registered? Why is it that all of you, because it doesn't take a long time to register a business. Okay. And then the packaging. I don't know if this is temporary. I didn't see any writing, nothing to show that it is golden bite, just some raw paper. So, what arrangements are you making about packaging and yeah, and the registration? You need to take it seriously. So let me hear your response.
All right, so in regards to the packaging, on the slides we showed what our packaging will look like. I don't think if you'll be able to recall, but this is temporal. So, yes, and then the registration.
Business registration.
Yes, the business registration, we are in the process. We've already spoken to someone about the whole business registration, and we intend to do it before the year ends.
All right. Okay, so thank you very much, Golden Bites Bakery, and thanks for giving us samples of your. I'm enjoying it actually.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, and but the Food and Drugs Authority license is very, very essential if you really want to do this commercial, and having a business registered, and then what we have seen from the past is when you have a number of people coming together, there later are disputes, particularly when some of you were handpicked and encouraged to join. If you don't have a very clear constitution about how to run the business, it can create a problem. And in fact, not only this group, for all the groups, before we really give you money, we have to see a very clear plan that you are working together, and this is the arrangement and the commitment from each of you, so that we avoid disputes and how those disputes are handled. But regardless of whether you get support from the CEP or not, I think you should run with your idea. It's a good idea, and it will sell even on the Heritage Campus and beyond. It is something that you can scale up. So we want to encourage you not to make dreams stillborn. Just go ahead with it, irrespective of whether you get support or you do not get support. So thank you very much for presenting to us.
I'll urge you to go to FDA. It's not difficult to get the license for food. And then afterwards, try Palace and Malcolm. Those will be your big catch. I have been buying things from them, and this tastes better. So try them.
All right, so thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Why did it come as the conversation is finished?
This is bright.
But did it come out? so can we have the last group? I don't think guys will take us this time. Moms for moms. Is that the implementation?
Yes, please.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
That is the beginning. No, that's not it. Hey, yeah. So you have 10 minutes to present, and so your time starts.
You have to. I live in a house with a mom with 3 kids, and she's a trader. She sells ground. She always
Start
works.
again.
I live in a house with a mom with 3 kids, and always she complains how she will be able to get the time to be able to go to Kantamanto to go and buy clothes for her children. She sells groundnuts in the market, so she's very busy. She does not really have the time to go to Kantamanto to go and buy things for her children. So she always complains. So that moment, it really hits me. So maybe she's not the only person going through this problem. There may be thousands of mothers in the same struggle every single day. So I thought about it and started asking myself bigger questions about the textile problem that we face in Accra. So the more I thought about it, the more problems I kept discovering. So in Accra, there may be plenty mothers in Accra who have clothes that their children do not use anymore. They maybe they've outgrown them, or they are too old that they do not use. And what do they do with them? Mostly we see our gutters are choked and they are packed with old clothes and stuff, and even in our environment we see clothes that are old and they are all destroying the environment, to be very honest. And so these problems that Moms for Moms came up and then said, okay, fine, so we will find a solution to solve these problems. So the first problem that we identified is that there are limited access to second-hand clothes in Amasaman. When we found out, when we had to go to the market to check. We had to go to the market to check the number of second-hand clothing shops for kids that we have in Amasaman. We didn't get even a single one. The only shop we got was a shop that sells brand new clothes. And then some parents who maybe they do not really have any source of income, they earn little money and they do not have much to be able to afford brand new clothes for their children, may have to go to Kantamanto, all the way to Kantamanto before they go and get access to affordable kids' clothes, which is a very big problem for most mothers in Amasaman here. As well as the growing textile waste. In Amasaman alone, when you go to places, you will find textile waste all over the place. You find old clothes and clothes that sometimes they are a little bit in good shape, but you find them in Amasaman all over, even in the choke gutters, in the corners of the community, you find them there, which are destroying our environment. And also wasted high quality, another problem that we found, the third problem, wasted high quality garments that never reach people who need them. I'll use my mom for example, because all her children are grown now, and the kids clothing are there, which she do not really know what to do with them. They are piled up in the room and she does not really have any use of what to do with them. But there may be someone in the community who needs them, which is why we will. So the solutions that Moms for Moms have brought up to curb these problems. The first of all, we will set up a community collection center in areas where high income areas where mothers who do not really have clothes that they do not really use them anymore will donate them in those centers, where we will collect these donated items and bring them to our shop and then clean them, sort them out, and then the good ones we take them to our shop to sell. So we will be also providing a convenient place where mothers can walk in and get access to second-hand clothes at a very cheap price. And secondly, the textile recycling and fabric shredding operations. We found out that because many parents, and even in Kantamanto alone, 15 million clothes items come to the market every single week, and then within the 15 million, 40% of them are defects. They cannot be sold. So what do you think they do with them? They throw them in place. They just throw them anywhere. Sometimes even in the beaches and around our communities, we find waste of fabric which are really destroying the environment, and then we can use that to also generate money. So that we will shred waste, we will shred the fabric that cannot be used anymore, and then turn them into fiber for local manufacturers, people who make pillows and stuff like that in our neighborhood, and sell it to them. Okay, fine. So we go to
So even if it goes off, you continue from there.
okay. Now we go to the new products that Mouse for Mouse Solutions are going to bring into the market. First of all, we will be selling recycled textile fiber to local manufacturers in our community. And second, we will also be selling clean and curated kids clothing packs. So what we will do is that we will buy the bales from a trusted importer of second-hand clothing, and then we will clean them, sort them out, and then the good ones we will take them to our shop and sell them. And the ones that are waste, that we cannot, the defects, the ones that we cannot sell, we will shred them and make them and turn them into fiber and sell to local manufacturers in our community. And thirdly, we will upcycle children's clothing line. Now, the target market. So first of all, we chose the parts of the market which we understand very well, which are low-income mothers in our community, because we know how they suffer before they make money. And to be able to buy new clothes, if assuming a mom who does not really have a stable job, taking care of 3 children, a mom like Mama Vic, whom I live with, taking care of 3 children, will she be able to afford, will she be able to buy brand new clothes for all the 3 children? She will not, which is why Mama Vic needs Moms for Moms. So if she comes to our shop, she will get access to second-hand clothing which are very cheap. And our target market, the second one is the local manufacturers, people who make pillows, mattresses, furniture, and stuff using fiber. Now, the size of the market. So we estimated the population of Amasaman around 70 to 90,000 people. And then in the 70 to 90,000, we assume that 10 to 15% of them may be families. So we will be getting around 7,000 to 9,000 families. So we assume if for every year, every family spends 225 cedis on second-hand clothing, then if we narrow our market down to 480 families, people who are closer to Amasaman, 480 families in Amasaman, and they are spending 225 cedis on second-hand clothing every year, then we will be making 108,000 Ghana cedis every year. Let's go to the next. Now our competitors. So for the second-hand market, our major competitor is the Kantamanto market, where the whole world, Kantamanto is the largest second-hand market in the whole world. So Kantamanto will be our target market, our competitors. And then when it comes to the recycling part 2, we have Elnac Recycle, who also deal in fabric recycling. Now, our competitive advantage. Our location is one of our major advantages. Because Kantamanto is very far, for me, to be very honest, if I think it was during this program that I had to go to Kantamanto, because I do not like places that are very crowded, which I have to go and sort through things and buy. So I never go to Kantamanto to go and buy anything. But if we bring the market closer to the people here, they will wish to come to our shop to come and buy, rather than going to Kantamanto to go and sift through piles of clothes which you may not know. Even the one you may get, it may not really be good enough. But when you come to Mam's or Mam's shop, where our location is very close to the people in Amasaman, you can get access to affordable second-hand clothing. Our second advantage is dual revenue streams, because we will not only be selling second-hand clothes, but we also shred waste fabric and sell them as fiber to local manufacturers. We will also be making revenue from two sides, which is selling the second-hand clothing as well as selling shredded fiber. The fourth advantage, sustainability, sustainable and eco-friendly model. Our business does not only seek to make profit, but because we are recycling the waste that are in our community, the waste that will be in our community to destroy our environment, it is an eco-friendly model which is helping to promote sustainability, as well as reliable quality. Our fourth advantage, reliable quality and trust. We will be sourcing our goods, our second-hand bill from a very trusted second-hand shipment dealer. And so coming to us to come and buy, it's not like going to Kantamanto. It's not like where people go to Kantamanto to go and buy from the ones that have already been sorted out and come to sell, and which also increases the price. But when you come to us, we already go and bring the bill and sell. So the cost is not really high, like compared to people who carry on their heads to sell. Our marketing and sales strategy. So we give 10% discounts to customers who refer people. You may not get this anywhere. Like you go to a second-hand vendor and you refer someone and you give you 10% discount. It doesn't happen like that. But Moms for Moms, we are giving people who refer people to our business 10% discount. And we have one of our marketing strategy is going to clinics and churches to advertise our business, which we have already started. We started here on Heritage Campus, where we announced our business to the community and how we do our business, as well as the WhatsApp business platform. WhatsApp business platform is now a major marketing place where young people used to market their business a lot. And we have most parents who are on WhatsApp business, as well as our social media campaigns. We'll be using TikTok. More mothers are on TikTok, even the low-income mothers, even mothers who do not know how to read or who do not really know how to operate social media like that. Most of them are on TikTok because it is easy to use, and so we will capitalize on that and use that as our major campaigning platform. Now our financial projection. In the first year, we will be making 108,000 Ghana cedis, and the total expense is 98,150. Okay, 150 Ghana cedis in the first year, and the net profit is 9,160. Let's go to the next slide. So we are seeking a startup capital of 98,150 Ghana cedis to start our business and then to scale, to get more equipment, to get a place, and then to go and buy the second-hand bill from the shipment company to sell. And here we have a breakdown of our operational cost. We have a breakdown of our operational cost. So we will use 1,200 to register the business, and then the cost of transportation 12,000. The equipment and supplies 7,550, where we'll get a washing machine, a medium size, and then the salary we'll get one worker who will work in the shop, we pay for the year, we pay 7,800, and then the marketing as well, we use 6,000 Ghana cedis to promote the business, and then the shop we rent the shop at the cost of 3,600, and utilities 6,000, and then the bill shipment, we buy for the whole 12 months, so we buy 54,000 Ghana cedis, which is totaling 98,150. Now our future our roadmap. Thank you. Okay. So 98,150. 98. Yeah. Now the future, the roadmap. So we already have a shop where we will be selling our clothes already. We have already secured a shop. So in the second year, we will start our fiber production and expand our partnerships. And in the third year, we also seek to increase our fiber production. And then in the fifth year, we've already established a brand as a recommended leader in sustainable fashion and recycling in Ghana. Now the team. I am Chuma Wankwa Jr. and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's start from questions. Listen to the questions. Listen to the questions and be very brief.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thanks for the presentation. Unfortunately, we didn't have the ability to see there, but at least we got in the impulse of it. So I have 3 short questions for you. The first is on your ask of 98,150. My question is, how much are you yourself bringing on board? So that's the first question. The second is that you mentioned that you have estimated the population of Amasaman to be 90,000. I don't know whether you went to the local assembly, how you got the estimate, so I'll be interested in knowing that. And then my third is the clothes cut into fabrics. Today, we have a lot of plant-based fabrics which are being used by these furniture manufacturers and all that. So I don't know how many people are still buying this. So how did you get this, your marketing? Who are your potential customers in terms of the fabrics, the cloth-based fabrics? Yeah.
Okay, so please, the first question you asked us how we are going to get how much are we bringing? To be very honest, we do not really have any money. We do not really have any money right now. Yeah, to be very honest, we do not have any money, which is why we are here to plead with you to invest in our business. And then the estimated population, the population, when we checked online, the population for Ga West was 198,000 something. Yeah, so we estimated that Amasaman alone could take maybe 70 to 90,000. Yeah. And then, please, the last question.
So why didn't you go to the local assembly or something to get those closer to you?
Well, for now, even when they do the population, the Ghana Statistics company, they put it on their website. So yeah. And then okay, thank you. Sure. And then you asked the final question.
So the third question, in terms of how many people you project to purchase your product?
Yeah, for the fabric, we projected to about 3 to 5 local manufacturers, people who make pillows, pillows and mattresses, because we know that the furniture right now, they don't really use the fiber like that. So the people who make pillows and mattresses in our local community, so about 3 to 5 local manufacturers.
All right. Okay.
Just a quick one. Did you indicate your vision and mission? Because we didn't see the slide, so I don't know. What's your vision, the vision and the mission of your business? So that's one. And then, are there health implications for the kind of business you want to get into? I didn't hear you comment on that. There's a continuing advocacy for a total ban on the used clothing. And so you may want to comment on health implications and the sustainability of your operations in view of that.
So what moms do is that after we have collected these clothes, the ones that are in very bad shape and cannot be used anymore, we shred them. So the ones that we've sorted them out, the ones that are good, we clean them and disinfect them and before we take them to the market. So we don't just take them and clean and then take them. We sort them out. And then the very best ones are the ones that we take to the market to sell. Yeah.
Okay, so to start from where you left. So if you have to sort these ones out, because I had the question on how you are going to treat infection. So you said you sort it out. And so if you sort it out, that will bring down the weight of the whatever bill that how are you going to take care of, factor in this loss to you? That's one. And where are you buying your bill from? Because we all know Katamanton is the biggest. So if Katamanton is going to be your competitor, where are you getting your own things from? Because I thought you were going to buy them from Katamanton and bring it closer here. So if you are also going to the same place where Katamanton people are going, then you have to tell us how you are going to compete with them. And are you limiting your business to only Amasaman for now? Or because all your talk is about Amasaman. So I want to know whether you are limiting your business to Amasaman. Are you already in the business? Have you started on a small scale? Okay.
So what you asked, if your first question was how...
Are you already in the business?
No, please.
Okay. Why are you buying from Katamanto or elsewhere?
So even for Katamanto, the ship, I said the ship, when the shipment comes, they sell them in bales before it gets to Katamanto. Before the vendors, they also sell. So we are when the shipment comes, we also have a dealer who also owns a shipment. So we will buy from the person. So we are not buying straight from the vendors in Katamanto, but we are also.
And it's only Amasaman your market?
For now, yeah. For now we will, because we have a shop here in Amasaman, and yeah.
Okay,
I see some contradiction. Now, getting to the end, that's where we mentioned the bill. But at some point in your presentation, you said that you mount collection points at the high income areas. Now, and that is, from what you said, that is what will make your price cheaper than Kantamanto. Now, if now you are going to buy bills also, then your price will be more expensive than Kantamanto. Because what you are going to do is now you are sorting, you are not only sorting, you are washing, you are cleaning before you sell them. So then your price becomes higher if you are buying the same bill from the same source Kantamanto is buying. My original thinking was that you get your clothes free, and so your cost is what you do, right? So then that is a contradiction. One. The second one, I don't think you explained Mr. Nyama's question well when he mentioned that there are quests to ban second-hand clothing, right? You are actually trying to. The reason that they are banning second-hand clothing is after they ship the second-hand clothing, it either destroys the local markets or the aftermath. If you go to the integrated recycling plant in Jamestown, right, you will see a building like the whole Boatin building filled with clothes, right? Yeah, they don't know what to do with it. Last time, some people went to the beach and they took clothes, truckloads of clothes. That is the reason why they are banning it. So your initiative is rather to help the situation and not to exacerbate the situation. You understand? You needed to explain that way. You didn't. But my last point is, because of what you are doing, another revenue line will be donations, because you in as much as you are selling the clothes, you are also trying to help the environment. You stated it. So if you are trying to do that, then you need to think about ways, because you're a social enterprise. If you're a social enterprise, one revenue for social enterprise is donation, right? So you need to find ways that you can appeal to people to support your business. I think that would be all.
I think those are comments, so you don't need to respond to it.
You mentioned 6,000 for marketing, but you didn't really tell us the strategies for marketing. If you can let us know that briefly.
So I said we have already started doing the marketing where we go to churches to inform them of the business that we are doing. And so if they have clothes that they did not use, especially kids' clothes that they did not use anymore, or maybe their children have outgrown them, they can bring them. So we, even when we went to Campus Church, we dropped off a donation basket there, where if you want to come and donate. So yeah. So now the first thing is doing the community outreach, where we go to the community information centers to go and announce the business as well, that we have come to Amasaman and our shop is here. So the community centers is one, and we also do online as well, TikTok, where we will post about our business and make people advertise on our business, about our business for us. And as well as going to hospitals to inform people. So we are seeking to get partnerships from some clinics and hospitals so that we can go there and then inform the parents there who may have things that they want to donate or may want to buy from us. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, Chum and Stephen. Yeah, so thank you very much. We are very happy that you are thinking entrepreneurship. That is the way to go. So continue to innovate and to be creative. In addition to what you are thinking about solving, low income, think about alternative ways of solving that problem without the use of second-hand clothing. Just think about that. I'm not asking you to abandon your idea of, making second-hand clothing accessible. But beyond second, if we could afford, we will prefer fresh clothing. So I would want to challenge you to think about how, low-income families can have fresh clothing. That would be amazing, rather than, used clothing. But well done. When you are doing presentations, try to be very brief. You spend much of your time talking about the problems, and so just be very brief, and so that you can save time. But thank you very much for coming. And all right, so I think that's all. So I think the crew, we are done with you. So you can now end the call. And those who join us virtually, we want to thank you all for joining us. We are thankful that you followed, particularly our Impact Week team who volunteered to provide support to all these young entrepreneurs. We are thankful for the coaching services that you provided. God bless you all. We look forward to partnering with you again next year so we can improve the pitch that we have heard. God bless you all. Thank you.